Every morning is an opportunity to connect with Jesus. Whether you're looking to get started or looking to grow more, dDPC is for you. Join us as we connect with Jesus together.
Hey, good morning, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Daily Devotion with Pastor Chris. I am, of course, your host, Pastor Chris, and it is a joy to be with you today. I'm a little winded. I was just about to go live right at 6:30 when I heard the garbage truck collector pass by, and I realized it's Thursday, which is trash day for me, and so I had to run my trash to the top of the driveway, and my driveway is a steep slope, so I am a little winded. So anyway, that's why. But I'm calming down, and all is good. So welcome. Thank you guys for being here. Today is episode 720, and today we are going to be talking about the subject of wise guys. Wise guys. Now, when I say wise guys, that evokes a lot of emotion and memory for many of you, especially those of you raised in the 70s and all the mafia movies that came out in the 70s and 80s. Excuse me. And, beginning with The Godfather and all that. But that's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about members of the mafia today. I'm talking about the actual definition of a wise guy is a person who speaks and behaves as if they know something that others don't know. A person who speaks or behaves as somebody who knows something that others don't know. And that doesn't mean that they're a know-it-all. It just means that they have some knowledge. They have some insight. They have some world experience, life experience. They have contribution that they can bring to a conversation that is of value for somebody who's about to go through something that they've already gone through. So I will tell you, there are simply just situations in our life where the most valuable thing that you can get is wisdom. Getting some true knowledge, understanding. There's just situations where, you can't throw money at it, and you can't give it more time, and you can't be in a different location, and all the things that we think will produce happiness or whatever. There's just situations in life where the most valuable asset that you can have is wisdom. Just needing to know what to do, or how to do it, or who to trust, or what to say, or what not to say. There are multiple situations in life, probably daily, that call for wisdom. In the Old Testament, we see King David, greatest king that Israel ever had a really good run, and he's facing death. He's in his last days. And so one of his last actions that he does as the king before he passes is he appoints his own son, Solomon, to be the new king of Israel. And so God honors this request. And we see in 1 Kings chapter 3 and verse 5, God speaks to Solomon, and he says to him, "Ask me whatever you want so that you can lead these people, and I'll give it to you." And of all the things that Solomon could have asked for, power, armies, respect, riches, of everything he could have asked for, he asks God for wisdom. He said, "What shall I give you?" And he said, "Please grant me wisdom that I may lead these people." And his reply so pleased the Lord that the Lord does give Solomon an abundance of wisdom, and he becomes famous all throughout Israel and all throughout the other lands. People just know him as a wise guy, right? A true wise guy. And he was attracting the attention of many people who would come near him just to hear him speak, just to hear him lecture, to hear him problem solve. He was a visionary, and he was able to bring context to the vision. This is what I find, having been a lead pastor now for 10 years and worked with volunteer teams for 25. I found there's kind of two kinds of people, two kinds of leaders that you end up with. You end up with dreamers, and you end up with administrators. And the dreamers and the visionaries, they have tons of ideas and tons of energy and tons of commitment. They're the people that will be there no matter what. I mean, if nobody else comes there, that you can depend on them. They are just workers. They will do whatever needs to be done, and it's awesome. But they don't always know how to get across the finish line. As long as they've got somebody telling them what to do, they'll do it. They'll do whatever. But then there's also the administrators, and they're the ones who they have the foresight to know how to get from point A to point B. They are the ones that can manage a team of doers, you know. And so it's rare to find somebody who's both, you know. And so anyway, because Solomon has this gift from God, he gains not only wisdom, but in the wake of his wisdom, he gets more power, more respect, more position, more wealth, and every other thing that most people would have asked of God for in leading a people. He gets all of that as a byproduct of just being wise. And his own people had a very healthy fear or a respect for Solomon because of the power of his words. You know, the Old Testament book of Proverbs are filled with Solomon's inserts of wisdom, nuggets of wisdom. And what's so amazing about the book of Proverbs, you know, they say read a proverb a day. There's 31 chapters in Proverbs. They say read one a day, that you'll get through Proverbs 12 times in a year, you know, and most months have 31 days. But these Proverbs are applicable some 5,000 years later, 4,000 years later. You know, they're applicable to today's world. And so when you look at the Proverbs or the right, you know, because Solomon wrote many of them, right out of the gates in the second chapter of Proverbs, Solomon writes these words. That's what I want to read to you today. Proverbs chapter 2, verse 1. My son, this is Solomon speaking, if you receive my words and treasure my commands within you, so that you incline your ear to wisdom and apply your heart to understanding. Yes, if you cry out for discernment and lift up your voice for understanding, if you seek her as silver and search for her as hidden treasures, then you will understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of God. And I mean, right out of the gates in the book of Proverbs, this is what he's talking about. And so Solomon obviously, you know, was thankful that he had the right answers when God asked him in his early years, what shall I give you? You know, he was grateful. And you and I, you know, in our life, we've just got to be in the habit of seeking God for his wisdom, asking the Lord for his understanding, for his knowledge, because they're essential in our everyday struggle and in our everyday opportunities. You know, we need to be wise about opportunities, because just because it's a good idea doesn't mean it's a God idea. And the only way that you'll be able to decipher the difference is if you have the wisdom and the discernment and the understanding to make those difficult delineations. So let's fast forward now. Let's look at the New Testament. In the New Testament, James, in the book of James, we also see that James instructs us for wisdom when he says in chapter 1 and verse 5, He says, if any of you lack wisdom, hang on just a second. I'm just waiting for Instagram to reconnect. You guys I may still be on here, but it says that I'm paused due to poor connection, although I have full connection. There we go. So James chapter 1, verse 5 says, if any of you lacks wisdom, let him ask God, who gives to all liberally and without reproach, and it will be given to him. So asking for wisdom is a gift as much as being the recipient of wisdom is a gift whenever he gives it. So there's and here's the cool thing, like there's no prerequisite to this. There's no strings attached. God says, if you lack wisdom, ask me. I'll tell you. I will direct you. And as a result, there will be, we always talk about you need to be a person who bears fruit. There will be tangible fruit in your life as you begin to understand things from God's perspective. Certain habits will break, and your own words will begin to inspire other people as you bring edification and praise and counsel to others. So today, tomorrow, all weekend long, before you make any rash decisions, before you make any big purchases, or before you go and sell, or before you make a major shift in your life, stop and ask God to make you a wise guy. Ask him for wisdom. And you know what? He will give it to you. He will make you a wise guy or a wise gal. Amen. And so I pray that gives some of you counsel. I just felt in my heart that there might be some people on this stream that are in the crosshairs of a major shift right now, and you've got to make some pretty big decisions. Maybe for you, maybe for your kids, maybe in a job situation, maybe with finance. Maybe somebody needs something, and you're considering, and you just don't know if it's the right thing. You don't want to be an enabler, but you also don't want to be stingy, and so you're kind of in this juxtaposed like tension. And you really just need the wisdom of God. And so ask God, ask him, go into prayer and ask him. Before I say my hellos this morning, I just wanted to make one announcement, and that is this Saturday from 10 in the morning till 6 p.m., Jeanette will be at Seymour Pink gift shop in Seymour, right in front of Stop and Shop, right next to the the police department, right on Route 67. She'll be there all day. She's going to be signing books. We did a special edition Seymour Pink version of her book, Don't Go There Till You Get There. And so we're asking that some of the people from our church and our support would just come out and support Seymour Pink and just come and say hi. Many of you already have the books. You don't need to buy books, but just to come and shoulder your support for the community. And that would be great. So we'd love to see you out there on Saturday. If you can pop in for a couple minutes and just say hi. We'd love to see you guys at Seymour Pink, right there in Seymour, right on Route 67 at the entrance of Stop and Shop. So, all right, well, that's that. Let's see who's on with us today. Good morning. Welcome, Melissa and Esther and Elizabeth, Orlando. God bless you. Paula Lavish and Diane Riley and Narda Allen and Susan Hotchkiss and Tanya Taylor. God bless you. Kay Archie, Tom Keefe, Andrew Lavish, Lisa. Nice to see you on today. Athena, welcome. Kate, God bless you. Thank you for being on as well on Instagram. Welcome all of you over here on Facebook and YouTube. Oh my goodness, I've got all kinds of things. Thomas and Colette and Dawn Olette, God bless you. Eileen, Toma, good to see you. Melissa, nice to see you. Kim Sikowski, welcome. Daniel Lozovikas, good to see you. Good morning, Dad. Welcome. Lynn Pace, welcome. Michelle, good to see you. Yvonne and Denise, God bless you guys. Rocco, nice to have you today. Scott Dobler, also on with us. Good morning. Welcome, Renee Galuza. Good to see you. It was great seeing you last night at the Ranger at the Next Gen kickoff picnic. It was great. Almost about 70 people came out to that. It was really nice to see new faces, met a lot of new people. Super time. Jacqueline Campoli, nice to have you on. Jesse Deemers, good to see you. Welcome. Cindy, nice to see you, Aunt Cindy. Good to have you. Scott Blakeman, welcome. Gene Hickman, good to have you on today. Nice to see you. Lauren Lopez, thank you for joining us this morning. God bless you. For whatever reason, the Restream quoted sent our our link information about 20 times, so I'm not sure why it did that, but I'm scrolling through it here, and I'll have the boys look at that today, figure out what is the problem. They did it only on YouTube, not on Facebook. When I tell you, I'm still scrolling. It must have been 50, 60 times it did this, so that's kind of weird, but that's why I can't see the rest of you. I'm trying to get to the bottom of this little string here, but we're almost there. Okay, hang on. All right. And Angel Marie, good to have you on. Let's see. Most of you have already said hello to. Timothy Jones, Facebook user, also good to see you. Welcome today. And Gina Michaels, thanks for being on today. Gina, Christina, Ziniak, and John, God bless both of you guys. Welcome to dDPC today. Welcome Julie Chandler on with us. God bless you, Julie. Thanks for being on today. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Erica, nice to have you on too. I always wonder if you're on, Erica, when with Scott. God bless you guys though. Let's see. Ashley Fox, man, this is 3 days in a row. God bless you that I've seen you. I think you're on more than that. But anyway, God bless you guys. Thank you for being a part of dDPC this morning. I pray that you have an amazing weekend and just let the Lord lead you and guide you. All right. And looking forward to seeing you on Sunday or on Saturday at the book signing. If you can make it, that would be awesome. But in the meantime, go with the Lord, be at peace. God bless you. And I will see you on whenever I see you next. God bless you. Bye-bye.